Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome today. I am Michelle Valenti with the American Parkinson Disease Association. Today is October the 19th, 2023, and we are going to be doing a level 2 standing class. Make sure, though, that you have a chair nearby. You might want it for rest or balance work. We might even do a little bit of work seated later. Also, if you want to have weights nearby, we are going to be using weights. We aren't going to be using them for a little while, so you have time to get those later during a break if you want. And speaking of breaks, please make sure you always pay attention to how you're feeling. If your heart rate gets up too high, if you're feeling a little out of breath, go ahead and stop and take a break. You don't have to wait for me to do that. Also, make sure you have some water nearby. We are going to be taking a lot of water breaks because we're going to work really hard today, and we should be getting a little sweaty. So make sure you have some water nearby. Always stop and take a drink if you need it. Don't wait for me. All right, let's go ahead and start here. We are going to start with our feet right under our hips. Okay, so our toes and knees are both forward. And we're going to stand up as tall as we can, pulling our shoulders back and down. Good. All right. From here, we're going to have our arms down on the side. Let's take a big, deep breath and reach up over our head and stretch tall. Inhale deeply and then exhale, bring those arms down. Good. Get real big here. Inhale up and stretch. And exhale down. Good. Again, inhale up and stretch. And exhale down. Nice. All right, let's roll those shoulders back. Real big, real slow. Opening up the back, opening the chest and the shoulders. Good. So we're exaggerating that motion. Nice. All right, now let's do the same thing, but we're going to roll forward. Once again, real big motions here. Real big, opening up the back, opening up the shoulders a little bit. Good. All right, now you're going to make a big tight fist right by your shoulders, right here. Arms are bent. You're going to push those arms straight out in front and open your fingers up real wide, okay? In, push out. In, push out. Good. Squeeze those hands, push. Squeeze, push. Big straight arms. Open fingers. Good. So you make a fist here and push open out. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze up. Make that big tight fist again and then flick your arms down. Open up the fingers again. Squeeze up and down. Up and down. Really squeeze those biceps. So you're working those elbows too, right? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze in by those shoulders one more time. We're going to push out straight to the sides, opening our fingers again real wide. In and out straight. Good. In, out. In. Try to straighten as much as you can. Maybe shoulder height. All right. If that bothers you to go shoulder height, just take your arms down a little bit. That's okay too. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now put your hands on your hips. Make sure your knees are slightly bent here. Okay. So kind of bounce up and down a little in those knees. Make sure they're bent. We're going to turn side to side. So I want those knees soft so you can kind of turn at the waist and turn those knees and hips a little bit. So loosen up that upper body. Good. Should feel that nice little twist in your waist. Good. All right, now back to the center. We're going to have arms straight out in front, bend at the waist, keeping the knees soft. Reach forward and pull back, stand up tall. Good. Reach, pull back. Good. Reach, pull back. Nice. Reach and stretch those fingers forward. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Good. 5 more. 5. Pull. 4. Pull. 3. Pull. 2. Pull. 1 and pull. Good. All right. Arms down to the sides. We're just going to stretch our neck just a little bit. So soften those shoulders. Take the chin down towards the chest and then lift it up towards the ceiling. Back down to the chest. Up to the ceiling. All the way down. One more time. All the way up. Back to the center, and we're going to turn side to side. Your pace here. All right, try to get a little further each time. Keep those shoulders down. Couple more each way. All right, now we're going to put our hands on our hips. I want you to bend those knees. We're going to lift our toes off the floor and tap down. Okay? So you're coming up on those heels. Keep those knees bent. That helps with the balance. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Really try to push those toes down hard into the floor. Good. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift up onto the toes. All right, so we're bringing our heels off the floor. Once again, keep those knees soft for balance here. Good. Squeezing those calves. Really test the balance out here. All right, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's do both. We're going to go toes up, heels up. Toes up, heels up. Toes, heels. Take your time. Okay, go at your own pace. Kind of have to shift that weight forward and back. Let's do 5 more. Good. Take your time. Bend those knees. Last time. All right, now take one foot. You're going to lift that toe up off the floor. Then I want you to try to turn it out to the side. Then lift it and bring it in towards the other foot. So you're turning your ankle, you're turning your hip and your knee. Keep those knees bent. So this is just meant to start opening up your hip a little bit here. Good, just one side at a time. Try to get some range of motion here. All right, now other foot. Make sure those knees are bent. Good, we're trying to open up those hips a little bit. Little rotation there. Good, keeping those knees bent. All right, good. Bring those feet back under the hips if they're not already there. Toes are forward. We're going to start marching in place. Good. Go at your own pace, lifting those feet up off the floor. Good, one at a time. You can go a little higher if you want. And let's see if we can swing those arms too. Good. All right, now let's slow it down. We're going to do bigger lifts with those knees. Higher arms if you can. Good. Little further up if you can. Get those legs moving. Swing those arms big. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now we're just going to do some steps side to side. Baz, you might want to back up a little bit towards that chair a little. Go ahead, keep going. You're kind of right in the middle of the camera. Remember, you're going to be on the video this time. All right, we're going to do some side steps now. Take a step and touch, step and touch, step and touch. Lifting those feet up off the floor, both ways. No dragging, let's go higher. Lift, 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 lift. Good. So bend those knees up, step, 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 step. Good. Once again, getting those hips warm, getting those quads warm, our hip flexors. A couple more. All right, nice job. Okay. Grab a drink if you want. Here's what we're going to do today. Lots of big movements. We'll consider it cardio. Our heart rate's going to go up, okay? And we're going to do 2 different exercises back to back, okay? About 30 seconds each, okay? All right, so first one is a big step forward, okay? So you're just alternating your feet. When we step forward, our arms are going to go up as well. So we're going to step forward like this. Forward and back. Forward and back. Plant your foot. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. All right, that's the first one. The next one, we're stepping out to the side with big arms. Here's how it looks. We're taking a step out. Plant your foot. Arms go wide and in. Side and in. Side and in. Side and in. All right, so we're going to do those 2 back to back. 30 seconds each, starting with the steps forward. Big arms forward. All right, ready? Forward and back. Forward and back. Plant your foot down, big steps. Bringing that foot back under the hip. Let's get those arms big. Big, good. Lift those arms. Plant that foot and then push back. Good, big. Big. 2 more. And then we're going to do those side steps. All right, so we're stepping out to the side, big arms. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Plant your foot and push back. Out, in. Open those arms big. Good. Real wide. Real wide. Good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. About 15, 20-second break. We're going to do those again. Those 2 exercises again. All right. Let your heart rate come down. Anytime you need one, get a drink. All right. Take some deep breaths. Remember, the first one is that big step forward, arms up. Okay. Big step forward, arms up. All right. A couple drinks here. All right, we ready? Okay. Big steps forward, arms high. Let's go. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Real big arms. Good. Big steps. Nice. That's it. Get those arms big. Big steps. Good. Couple more each time, each way. Then we're going to those wide steps to the side. Ready? Out, in, out, in. Stretch those arms open. Big wide legs and push back. Good. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Take a little break again, about 20 seconds, and we're going to do one more set of those. Feel your heart rate's going up a little bit? Mine is. All right, so these are intentional, getting the heart rate up, getting that cardio in today. All right, also big movements. All right, big steps, big arms. All right, last set here, these. Ready? Steps forward first, big arms, let's go. Forward and back, forward and back. Good, big steps, and then when you come back, lift that foot up off the floor. Don't drag it, lift it back. Big steps here, good, big steps. That's it, big arms, bend those knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're stepping out to the sides, big arms, out and in, out and in. Reach those arms out wide. Big steps. And remember, we're picking those feet off the floor when we step in and out. So many things to remember, right? You can do it though. Come on, almost there with these. Big steps. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, once again, take a little break. Grab a drink. All right. We're moving on to our next 2 big exercises. All right. This time, we're going to lift some high knees. Our arms are going to go up and down like this. We're going to go up and down, up and down, lift, down, okay? So high knees, balancing on one leg at a time. Arms are going up as high as you can and down all the way, okay? The second one in that group, we're taking a step backwards this time instead of forward. Okay, so I'm going to show you this way. We're going to take a step back, push back and in, back and in, back and in, back and in, okay? All right, so high knees, arms are going high and low. All right, ready? Let's go. Up, down, up, down. Lift those knees. Get those arms up high. Good. High. High knees. High knees. Big arms. Lift. Good. Lift. If you want to go at your own pace, faster or slower, you can do that. But we want to stay big here. Make sure you're taking those deep breaths. Your heart rate's going to go up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're taking those big steps backwards, right? Take a step back, push those arms back and in, back and in. Ready? Back and in, back and in, back and in. Take a step back, push back in and in. Good. Back, in, back, in. Lift those feet though. Don't drag your foot back. Lift it back. Push, in, push, in, push, in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, 20-second break. Everybody good? All right, told you there was a lot of cardio today. Yeah, heart rate's going up. Make sure you're feeling okay though. All right, second set. Remember high knees, high arms, High and low with those arms. All right, it really helps to keep those feet under the hips, right? We don't want to keep stepping with our feet close together. Okay, that really throws our balance off. All right, let's go. Lift and down, up and down. Lift those knees high, up towards your chest. Good. Get those arms up. Nice. You got this down now. Up, down, up, down. Good. This is great for the balance. You're on that foot for a little while by yourself, all by itself. Bring that foot back down under your hip. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Stepping back now, pushing our arms back. Ready? Step back and in. Back and in. Good. Push those arms back behind you and lift that foot back in. Good. Back and in. Back and in. Back and in. Back and in. Good job. Keep going. 5 more. 5. Real big here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. We have one more set of those. So 20-second break. Get in front of that fan if you need it. Take off your jackets if you need to. It's getting warmer in here. All right. Take some deep breaths. We're going for those high knees, high arms, right? All the way up and down. Your own pace. All right, let's go. Lift and down. Get those knees up high. High. And let's get those arms up and down. Up and down. Good. That's it. Nice. Make sure you're breathing with these. Don't hold your breath here. That's it. Higher. 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 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, big steps back, and then we'll take a little break here. Ready? Step back and in. Back and in. Big steps. Lift those feet. Lift them back. Lift them in. Good. Push those arms back behind you real big. Push. Good. Back and in. Nice job. You got it. This third set's always easier, right? It's more tiring, but you got it down really good by the third set. Then we change it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a little break. Go ahead and have a seat and get a drink if you need it. Whew, it's getting a little warm. All right, now we're going to try some opposites. Okay. So we're going to do, I call the Saturday Night Fever move. Okay. We're going to point a toe out to the side, and we're going to point our finger the opposite way. Out, toes out, and in. Other side. Toes out, finger out, and in. Out and in. But notice I'm not staying real small here. I'm going to extend those arms, extend those legs out, push my toe into the ground. I know you all did this before. I know you've all done this dance move, right, Pat? You know it. I know, and you were doing this stuff. That's right. I know you've all done it before. Okay, so that's our first one. The second one is a curl, bicep curl, and a hamstring curl, just like this. Okay, so this isn't high knees. This is high heels. Squeezing our hamstrings and squeezing our biceps. Okay, so we want to get our heels up high. All right, let's all stand. We're going to do our Saturday Night Fever move. All right, let's start out slow. We got to practice this, right? So you're going opposite arm and leg. So you're going to point out with your toe and opposite finger. And in, and switch. Out, in, out. Now we're going opposites, not same size here. Out, in, out, in. Try to point your toe, okay, and point that opposite finger and extend those arms straight. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Good. Remember, we're doing opposites. Opposites. A lot of you going to the same side. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now make sure that you have space behind you. You're kicking up those heels and curling those arms. Let's go. Heel kicks here. Knees stay down, right? Knees stay down. Heels come up. Try to kick yourself in the butt with your foot. That's it. Squeeze those hamstrings. Good. Keep going. That's it. Curl those arms. Curl those legs. Squeeze those hammies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, short break. All right, while you're resting, I'm going to show you this one more time. Opposite arm. Okay, so it's not here. It's opposite. Okay, so we're stretching from our finger all the way down across our body. We're opening up that body, opposite sides. In. We're switching. All right, you got it now. You right? All right, let's do it. Okay, let's go. Out and in. Out and in. Point that finger, point that toe. Good, that's it. Opposites. That's better, good. Stretch that body out. Out. Out, that's it. Open up that body big. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, and that one's kind of fun too. I like it. Okay, bicep curls, leg curls, right? Let's go. Kick those heels up and squeeze your hamstrings. That's the back of your leg. So our knees stay down, our heels come up. We're going to try to kick ourselves in the rear end here with the heel. Okay, it's all right if you kick yourself in the rear end. Just don't let anybody do it for you. All right. We're almost there. Come on, get those heels up. Squeeze those hamstrings. These are important to keep strong. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small break. Then we have one more set of those. Third set's a charm, I know. We're going to get it down really good this last set. Right, Pat? Sandy's missing a good one today, Rich. Oh. Well, I can't be upset with her about that. That sounds kind of fun. All right, take a couple deep breaths. You're not done yet. It's getting warm in here, huh, Ed? All right, when I first came in, I was a little chilly. Not anymore. All right, let's do this. One more dance fever here, Saturday Night Fever. All right, let's go. Let's point those toes out and fingers. Out, in, real big. Opposites. Opposites. There you go. Out, in, out. Good. Opposite. Nice job. Out. There you go. Good job. Point those fingers. Open that body. Almost there. Come on. Stay big with me here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Butt kicks and hamstring curls. All right, let's go. Lift those heels, curl those arms. Squeeze those muscles, right? Our hamstrings and our biceps. This one lowers the heart rate just a little bit. Not as big with our arms here. So take some deep breaths. Work on those muscles. Almost there, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a little break. You can have a seat. And then when you get up, we're going to grab our weights. So we're going to start with our strength training next. The first thing we're going to do is some squatting, where we're going to do some different levels of squatting. Okay, so this is one, if you want to do it in front of your seat, you can, just in case you go down too far and you need to sit. First, we're going to do half squats though. Okay, so half squats are the same as squats, but you go down only halfway and then up. Halfway and then up. Okay, we're going to do half squats. Then we're going to go down into a full squat. Okay, and come up halfway. Then back into that full squat and up halfway. All right, and then we're going to do full squats up and down. Okay, so 10 of each. 10 of each. All right, starting with the half squat. So everybody back up. Our feet are right under our shoulders or hips. Knees and toes are pointed forward. Okay? So half squats, now that doesn't mean if we're only going halfway, we're going to go like this and do our knees, right? We're going to stick our butt back and go halfway down for 10 and all the way back up. All right, ready? Let's keep our shoulders back here. Keep your shoulders back, chest open. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to go all the way down into a full squat, come halfway up, and then go back down again. All right, so down, all the way, halfway up, and back down. Halfway up, back down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, and down. Come up all the way. Now 10 full squats. Let's keep that head straight forward, chest open. All right, let's go. 1, and up. 2, and up. 3, good. Stick your butt way back there. Knees stay behind the toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, good job. Those are hard to do. Okay, we're going to work on our back a little bit. So first, we're going to do some upward rows, okay? Just regular old upward rows like we've been doing lots and lots of times. So our arms are down to the sides. We're going to bend straight forward with our back straight. And we're going to squeeze those weights up to our hips, squeezing our elbows in, squeezing our upper back together. All right? So because this is such an easy exercise, it's not easy, but you've done it a lot, we're going to count a little differently with this, okay? And we're going to do 15 of these. So let's count by fours. Let's count by fours up to 60. Okay, so you have to think about it now. All right, we ready? Let's go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, and 60. All right, good job. Okay, now we are going to do some side raises with our thumbs up. Okay, so you don't have to go up all the way, shoulder height, up as high as you can. We're working just the top of that shoulder, and we want to do these nice and gentle. Okay, it's not throwing our arms up. And we're only going to do 10. Okay, so you can have a small bend in the elbow if you need it, but we're going up and down. Good. Keep the knees soft. Up and down. So you should feel this in the very top of the shoulders. Good. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Now, elbows are in our waist. Our arms are bent at a 90-degree angle out here in the front. Okay, just like this. We're not going to move our elbows. Our elbows are going to stay in our stomach. We're going to close our weights and open our weights. Close, open. So now we're just rotating that shoulder nice and easy again, right? Easy here. Don't throw it open. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab a quick drink. We are going to go back to those squats. Half squats. Half squats to start. Then we go all the way down, half up. Then we do all the way down and up. 10 of everything. All right. Last set of these, though. No 3 sets of the squats. All right, so 3 sets of these. You like this song? All right. Okay, so remember, when we go halfway down, we still want to keep those knees behind our toes. Push your bottom way back behind you. All right, another thing we need to make sure we're not doing is rounding forward like this. We want to keep our head up and chest open. Okay, really work those glutes and hamstrings. All right, ready? Half squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those knees behind the toes. 9, 10. All right, now go all the way down. Come halfway up. Half and down. Half and down. 3. This is the hard one for me. 4, 5, 6. Keep that chest open. 7, 8, 9, and 10 now, all the way up and down. Ready? 1. Breathe in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, someone's alarm's going off. You hear it? Whose is that? Is that you, Ed? No? Is that yours, Jagan? Is that your alarm? Will it stop? All right. So we're going to do those upward rows again now, okay? This time we're going to count backwards from 60 down to 4. We're doing 15 of them. All right, so everybody back up. Upward rows. Arms are down to the sides, right? We're going to squeeze up, starting at 60, counting down. 60, 56, 52, 48, 44, 40, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, and 0. All right, side raises, thumbs are up. Soften your knees, nice and easy, right? Up and down. 2, good. Keep that chest open here. 3, 4, just strengthening those shoulders a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and shoulders. One more time, rotations. Elbows are in your waist. We're going to open easy and close. Open easy. Remember, don't force your arms open any further than they want to go. This is just to build a little strength in those rotators. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you are done. All right, put your weights down. We're going to get our chairs out to stretch, get a drink. Great job today, everybody. Lots of good cardio, lots of big moves. Yeah, we're right. We're going to stretch. All right, I know it goes by so fast when you're having fun, isn't it? All right, let's stick a leg out there on our heel. Pull your toe back towards you. Let's try to straighten that leg and lean forward, reaching for that toe. Put your other foot out in front for stability. We're going to hold this for a while. I want you to take those deep breaths in and out. Ooh. All right, come back in with that foot. Let's put that other foot out there nice and long and straight. Pull your toe back. Reach for that toe if you want, keeping that leg as straight as you can. And once again, we're taking those deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. All right. Let's scoot to the back of the seat. We're going to stretch our hips. So push your back all the way into the seat. We're going to cross one leg over the other. And if you want to get a deeper stretch, you can push that leg away from you by pushing on the inner thigh. Okay, just think about where you want to feel it, right here in that hip. Good. Don't force anything, and you should not feel any pain in your knee. If you do, I want you to let that leg go. All right, hold it. Take a big deep breath here. Good. All right, let's cross that leg. We're going to take one hand on the outside of that thigh, the other hand's on the outside of your chair, and I want you to pull your leg away as you twist to the opposite side. So you should feel this deep in your spine, also your hips and glutes. Deep breath here. A little hard to do with that twist in your waist. All right, and untwist. Bring that other leg up and over. Good. Remember, you can push that leg further away if you want. You don't have to do that to feel it. This isn't exactly stretching music, but I like it anyway. All right, big deep breath in and out here. Good. All right, let's cross that leg over. Remember, one hand is on that outer thigh. The other hand is on the side of your chair. Big twist here in your waist. And pull that leg the opposite way. Good. All right, let's unwind. I want you to bring one arm low across your body, low across your chest with your hand facing the back of the room. This. Grab that back of your arm with your other hand and push your arm into your chest, across your chest like this. Good. This is for your back and shoulder. Push it in hard. And kind of stretch out those back and shoulder muscles a little. We're going to do the other side. All right, other side, nice and low across the chest. Okay, so you take that palm, faces the back of the room. The other hand is on the back of that arm. You're going to push it all the way in till you feel that stretch right here. Good. Deep breath. Good. All right. Let's bring our hands back to our thighs. I just want to stretch that neck and shoulders a little bit. So let's drop our chin down towards the chest. Kind of just let it hang there for a few seconds. And then lift it up towards the ceiling. And then back down again towards your chest. And back up again. Bring it back to the center. Now we're going to go ear to the shoulder. Nice and easy to one side. Back up nice and easy. And then ear to the other shoulder. Deep breaths here. All right, bring your head back up. Arms are down to the sides. Let's take a big deep breath. Reach up over your head and stretch tall. And exhale. Good. 2 more times. Big, big deep breath in and up. And out and down. Good. And last time, big breath up. And out and down. And you are done. Great work today, everybody. All right. Those legs might be a little shaky now, so please take your time. Be patient getting up. You don't have to worry about the chairs or your weights if you don't want. Leave them there. I can get them. Somebody else can get them. Just get out of here safely. All right. And I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. Oh, and thanks to all of you at home for joining me. Give us a like if this was good for you, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye now. You're welcome. See ya. See you next time. Tell Sandy hi. Okay, we are stuck.